Late as always, as I always do with these drinks.
That
might have been a bad freaking idea. I feel myself getting hot later.
Are we going to do this?
Let's do it.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, in that technical arena between, it's your boy Trey Prop.
It's your boy Weekend Herb.
And it's your boy, late as always, Mr. Petty with no lemon juice. God damn it.
Okay. I don't know if I want to introduce myself as Amor or Rita. So y'all pick one. Let me know in the comments which one y'all want to go with. There we go.
All right, let's get them comments going.
I just drank lime juice by mistake.
What is going on with the citrus? What is happening? What is happening?
Citrusy day, apparently. And we didn't plan that at all.
Not at all. What are y'all drinking?
All right. And introducing the last guy.
What? I just said I just drank lime juice.
Say your name! Your name!
I'm King Forward.
Thank you
They
all
already know
for
who I
being
am.
here live on Blerds and Whiskey. Once again, we got a great show lined up for you. As always, we've been doing it for what? Almost 200 damn episodes. But yeah, we're going to keep it going. We're going to have fun. Make sure you like the video, share the video, and subscribe. As always, tell your friends about us. If you know anybody who reads comics or likes anime or likes video games, whatever's going on, they like nerdy stuff, send them our way. But anyway, gentlemen, gentlemen and lady, I'm sorry.
I was about to say, hold on.
I caught myself.
The disrespect. Okay.
I say, dang, dude.
I have not changed my sex to male. Thank you. I am a full woman. Thanks. Appreciate you. Just saying.
Hear her roar.
Weekend Herb, if you will. Regale us with your tasty
I
beverage.
figured I'd try something new. Crown Royal Texas Mesquite is not new. It's new to me. It's not bad. Blended Canadian whiskey infused with Texas Mesquite wood flavors. So
Rocks.
no, I actually made a whiskey sour out of it.
Oh, word? Let's go.
Okay.
I wanted to make a whiskey sour, but I didn't, so I just got whiskey and triple sec. So we'll see how this goes. As I do, like, you know how we always do, I do like experimental drinks, which stay tuned for that. You know, that's coming up soon, y'all.
We'll see how this goes.
Oh,
Man.
no.
Before I say what I'm drinking, are me, Trey, and Cam in a competition for who's going to get hot first? There's a lot of jackets going. There's a lot of jackets.
It's
A
November.
lot of material going on.
Don't be
We
fooled.
in the house though.
I still
All
got
right, whatever. Anyway, I'm drinking this. That's what I'm drinking.
What is it?
What is it? Does it have
So,
names?
I don't know
Labels?
how to pronounce it correctly, so I'm drinking it. And I
She
don't
doesn't
want
want
to
to
be
pull
Herb.
Herb's words. So that's
Exactly.
what you say.
This is what I'm drinking.
Yeah, Rita's
This.
words.
There we go. That. In a
Oh.
Harry Potter cup. There you go.
Hey,
Okay.
gotta get your nerd on.
Story time.
He's just
Join
doing
me.
it. At this point, he just wants to piss me off.
Join me, if you will, as we take a journey into the land of the rising sun. I was recently
Frozen.
on Safari and who's frozen?
You.
What's that? Am I back now?
You're
back.
frozen again. Up.
What's going on?
You're good. You're good. Just keep going.
Good.
Okay.
Go.
All right. Well, you guys fucked it up. So I'm drinking Japanese blended whiskey. All right.
Captain Dead Air.
Oh my God. It's going to be a
Man.
Weekend Herb. Give us those church announcements.
Wait,
You
Trey,
ain't
what
got
are you
some food, Trey?
drinking?
Oh, what am I drinking? Oh, I'm drinking the
You let's say you
I'm-
skipped yourself.
I did. That's how upsetting it
Well, so
is.
you don't need Herb today to skip you.
For real.
I know. I've gotten used to it. I'm drinking the Merlot whiskey again, the 90 proof Merlot whiskey that I'm just going to finish the bottle. That's pretty much what it is. I'm drinking it straight. No, I'm not. I actually made a whiskey sour myself. Broke out my bitters, got my lime juice, and yeah, it's made a tasty beverage.
Alrighty.
What cup is that?
All I care about is comics and maybe like 3 people.
1,
Wow.
2, 3.
Wow, so one of us is not making the cut.
Yeah.
I'll say,
Damn.
I'm
And I
sorry,
know you
guys.
care about
You're
your
forgetting
mother,
my
so
son. You're
it's
forgetting
really
about my
2 of us.
son,
Okay, so
my mom.
okay, none of
and-
us are making the cut.
One of
Got
us.
it.
There you go. All
I'll
right.
say we're just co-workers
Use
now.
your
Okay. You're
Got it.
professional.
At least we know where we stand. Got
Okay,
it.
proper.
Fuck you very much, Trey. Okay.
Feelings mutual.
Russell, you still mad about C-Rush?
And that is why we're not making the cut.
Yeah,
that is
hey,
exactly why.
I know exactly where I stand.
Church announcements.
Oh man. As always, guys, go to YouTube and my IG page for Hers Blerds. Like, share, subscribe. OTTV. Be sure to go on to OTTV on the Roku network, and you can go and watch his prior episodes, our prior episodes, and his new content as well. You can check it out on the Roku app and go ahead and check it out. In entertainment news, so Viola Davis is set to play Michelle Obama in the Showtime White House drama, The First Lady. Also, in that same show, you're gonna have Michelle Pfeiffer playing Betty Ford. So it's actually got going back and forth with 3. I forget the last person, but those are the 2 biggest names on that show that's gonna be coming out. It's supposed to be coming out next year. And I mean, Viola Davis, because how great she is, we gotta give her her flowers. She kind of like nailed that whole entire Michelle Obama smile like that. Yeah. So it was. We'll see what becomes of that.
Hey, can I comment on that real quick?
Go ahead.
I feel like they picked Viola Davis to play Michelle Obama because they walk the exact same way in heels. I feel like that's why they picked her.
How does she walk in heels? I don't think I've ever
I
never pay attention.
It's like a linebacker in heels trying to wear heels for the first time. But he was in a car accident and lost the ability to use his legs, and he's in physical therapy trying to figure it out. It's a lot going on. I'm just saying.
I'm over here like I have never seen anything that she's talking about. Like,
no, because I think I understand what you're talking about.
Going to send y'all a video after this.
How to Get Away with Murder. When she has that walk, I remember it. God, it's like that. This thing, I'm going to get to my fucking destination, but don't fucking touch me because I can't walk. So
right, because if the wind blows too strong, I'm done. I'm falling over. Yeah. It's over for me.
Note to research Viola Davis walk.
I gotta research. I gotta research Michelle Obama's walk because I've never
paid attention to that. Okay, audible question. Anybody got any idea? Do you have anybody in mind that you would like to see play Michelle Obama as opposed to Viola Davis?
I mean, everyone's go-to is going to be Angela Bassett, but you know, like she's the black female equivalent to like Idris Elba. Whenever people think like, oh, who should play such Idris Elba? I'm like, oh, okay, so
Scarlett Johansson.
Okay. Next announcement.
What? That's fine.
Just
next announcement, man. Keep it going.
Yeah.
Come on,
because the way
Deadhair.
Trey looks like he looks like he wants to fight, and so since we're talking about that, EA Sports is about to revive. Looks like it's about to revive the former boxing game Fight Night. Apparently, the rumor is not because they're developing the new EA Sports UFC game. They're trying to revive that whole entire franchise right afterwards. Me personally, I used to play that game a lot growing up. I remember at my middle school, we had like video game activities after school. So and that was one of my favorite games. I used to get Butterbean on Muhammad Ali and just start going on niggas and shit. So, I mean, I personally love it. I hope they bring it back. Thoughts?
I'll only play that game if I can beat the crap out of Jake Paul. Make him a DLC so I can fight him.
I was gonna say, So the way EA is set up, it's gonna be a whole bunch of streamer DLC, like where you can download Jake and Logan Paul or anybody else who's a streamer who's been out here doing all these boxing matches, because that's what boxing has become. So I guess it's a good idea for nostalgia purposes, but once you get past that, who the fuck are the new fighters that you're gonna pick? Like there's nobody that you're gonna want to fight with. Somebody please, other than Gervonta Davis, name a top tier fighter to me right now. Somebody, anybody.
What's dude's name?
Tyson Fury?
Nope.
Yeah.
What's dude's name? Doesn't matter. You got. All right, Trey. I'll give you Tyson Fury, but I'm just saying, somebody give me somebody else other than them, or Deontay Wilder. Let's go look.
Trey took my answer.
What weight division are we talking about? All I can think of is Alvarez. Who
honestly, it doesn't even matter. And then you say Alvarez. And it's 30,000 niggas in Mexico right now that are boxers named Alvarez.
No, it's not. It's Garcia and Lopez. Those are the most common names.
Exactly. So I mean, again, it's a somebody suicide notes in the comments said Clarissa Shields. She's about to be an MMA fighter, but I'll give you that she's a championship boxer right now.
I'm gonna give a shout out to Aaron LaGrange because I want Butterbean's DLC character too. Like the king of the 4-rounders. Let's go.
No, that's hilarious. If you pick Butterbean against me in a new fight night, I'm just gonna dance around you for 4 rounds and I'm gonna pummel your ass into submission because you can't go no further.
Hey man. Look, the bald bull and Mike Tyson all rolled into one.
Pretty much. So news that's coming out from the DC area. Excuse me. Big G has a new beer that's coming out today. The DMV area.
No, I mean I was thinking comics.
Oh, okay. Big G has a new flavor. It's called Flavor from the Pocket. It's actually going to be released today at City State Tap Room, which is at 705 Edgewood Street Northeast. So show support to the big homie, Big G. He from Backyard.
So what's this beer going to taste like? Fights, sweat, and niggas crammed into a small space?
And mambo sauce. Don't forget mambo sauce.
It's gonna taste like Hennessy and mambo sauce. Is the bottle gonna be shaped? Is gonna bottle be shaped like a Nike boot?
I want to support.
Real live, Mo. This shit be hitting hard as on the way. I be drinking shit all the time.
It's the cans are gonna be shaped like Congos and shit, and it's always gonna be some one nigga. You always can tell a nigga that grew up in the go-go.
Like, hey,
gonna come up with 2 cans.
Phone posits. Facts.
Hey, phone posits ain't never done nothing to nobody. Nobody ain't never done nothing to nobody.
Facts.
You know, it's
100% facts.
Got to get the New Balances. But also, One Piece is actually going to come out with a live action show on Netflix. Trey, go ahead. I know you're just chomping at the bit to talk about this.
Okay, so I'm a huge One Piece fan. I love the anime. I've been reading the manga, but I stopped because I just want to enjoy the anime. I know it's going to piss off somebody in the comments who's a big One Piece fan as well. I'm kind of looking forward to this, but I'm having measured expectations for it because Netflix has famously not done too well with their live action products. See Death Note or anything that they've done. Hell, the Avatar.
Full Metal Alchemist was actually
Full Metal Alchemist.
That looked great, but it was terrible.
I'm just saying, like, they have not done so well in the past. And if you look anywhere on Google or the internet and you see like Japanese fans, their reactions to the casting that they've chosen, it's already, first off, they already don't like too many people of melanated colors over there. Not entirely. Not saying the whole country does that, but Usopp is one of the main characters and they chose a melanated person. I forgot his name, but he's casted as one of the main characters. People are not really looking forward to it. I'm waiting for it. I'm excited for it. If you've never watched it, don't be like Mr. Petty over there and refusing to even give it a chance.
I watched 4 episodes.
I was just gonna say
how many episodes?
I was just gonna say One Piece putting out more content for me and Cam both not to watch.
I didn't watch that.
All I'm gonna do is I'm probably gonna not watch the live action. Y'all gonna be mad at me for that too. I swear
I'm not gonna be mad at you.
I'm not gonna watch it either, so don't feel bad.
All right. Well, anyway,
I'm excited.
I stand in support of Cam.
It's a cool. I'm not watching because I hate the show. I'm just like, just haven't had the time yet. And
how could you hate it? You've never watched it.
I didn't say I hate it. all I'm saying is 1,000 episodes is pretty intimidating. Everybody's like, "Oh, you should watch it." I'm like, "Yeah, like when I actually have time."
Realistically speaking,
That's a lot of
Naruto, did you watch
episodes.
that?
Yeah, when it was coming out, as per like I kept up with it. I didn't watch Naruto today.
Yeah, but the point that I'm trying to make is, if you sat down and you watched one episode a day, you'll be good. You'll be all right.
Dude, it's going to take
Okay. I just want to say one thing about Naruto and One Piece that people are forgetting. Trey, how long have I known you?
That's 2004.
The entirety run of One Piece. And you want me to catch up?
Yes, I want you to catch up. I need more people to talk to about the damn show.
Wait, but you said watch one episode a day. Do you know how long that's going to take?
I know. It'll take 1,000 days. It's okay. You'll be all right. You're not going away. But
that's the equivalent to like 2 and 3/4 years.
Hold on. Wait a minute. You said we're not going nowhere. According to her math, 1,000 episodes, by that time, I'll be 167 years old.
Dear God. Okay.
And you know that One Piece is not a part of this.
Right. So
we have
routinely
talked about things that we have binge watched before. Yes, they are usually 12 episode arcs, but we always look forward to looking at more. It's a good story. It's good characters. It's a good fandom. All I'm saying is, if the guys here on the show don't watch and the lady here don't watch it, cool, fine. I don't care. Out there, don't be intimidated by the bulk of the show. It's not 1,000 episodes, it's 998. But
then you add in 32% the third chance that I have a job, and then you add in Kurt Angle as sacrifice, and it's going to take me another 255 years to watch every episode of One Piece.
I'm just saying, give it a chance. It's good. They're coming up on their 1,000 episode. I'm excited for it.
It's history making. That is
never going to make
impressive.
it in time.
That is impressive in history making. I'm not going to end up watching it in time.
How long is the equivalent of one episode? Just curious.
20 minutes.
22. It's a sitcom size. That's all it is.
I'm still not gonna do it. Sorry. Not sorry.
Moving on.
Wait, I can't hear what you were saying, so it doesn't matter.
Shout out to Suicide Notes for remembering that TikTok I made. He's like, yeah, how long One Piece going on? It's about 938. 900 and you still going?
Oh man. So here at Blerds and Whiskey, we want to send a shout out to a close friend of ours, Matthew Pickett. Today marks 16 years since his passing. Bro, we miss you. We got close over the last 2 years that he was still here with us. I know the history that you guys have with him being that y'all went to high school with each other. So, and unfortunately, the same exact day that we celebrated his life, unfortunately, Eddie Guerrero passed on the same exact day. And I know me personally, that was a pretty hard fucking week for me, considering how much of an Eddie Guerrero fan I am. And then I felt like I lost one of my closest friends at the same time. Thoughts?
Love you, Matt. Love you, Eddie. It never gets easy, but we keep it going. That's how I feel.
Love you, bro.
Viva la raza.
And to end this out, guys, with the church announcements. I'm sorry. November 28th, guys, this will be our last episode of the year.
Season finale.
We always take the December break. So November 28th will be the last episode of 2021. Last but not least, guys, so the whole entire debacle that happened over at the Astrofest that we talked about last week, apparently there was another life that was taken in the whole entire trampling of the fest, and a lot of lawsuits have come out of this. Tell me what your thoughts are on that.
It's a tragic, man. Like it's.
Go
ahead, Rick. Go ahead, Rick. 'Cause I got.
No, I was just gonna say, I went all into detail about this last week. Like, just go ahead. Let's finish up and move on. Let's actually get into the show.
Smart. I like that. Let's do that. Because I can't.
Yeah. Okay. So getting into things. We talked about this last week as well. Kyle Rittenhouse, the boy who cried. So far, the trial has gone on into further commission. They haven't made any decisions as of yet, but he is still up for 5 different charges: reckless endangerment, aggravated assault with a deadly weapon, first-degree reckless homicide, use of David, so on and so forth. But there has been a lot of memeage, quote unquote, going on out there in the world pertaining to this particular case. Ladies and gentlemen, how do you feel about that?
Throw his ass under the jail. The end. His mama need to go too, because she was the one who transported him across state lines, period. I'm trying to figure out why she hasn't been charged with anything.
I agree.
That it makes same. Fuck him, fuck his tears, fuck his mom, everything he stands for. That's all I gotta say. And I ain't.
Because if he was a 18-year-old Black boy, he would be in jail right now, probably facing the death penalty if it was the other way around.
Yep.
So if he was an 18-year-old Black boy, he would be on the stands in an orange jumpsuit and completely restrained, like he's some type of animal. The case, the whole trial right now is a bit of a mockery. It's almost like they're teasing us with everything that's being done. I watched the clip of the judge basically saying that he doesn't know how his cell phone works on the stand. The judge has been up there reading. It's just more of the same, and it's more of letting us know that it's basically the trial is, if you look at it as a Black person, it's basically saying to you, hey, we're gonna do it to you guys again, and you're gonna be mad, and you're gonna do something, and we're gonna do this again down the road. It's a farce, is what it is. It's a troubling farce. And then the video of him up there with all the blood blubbering like some type of animal or something, and no tears. Even Terrell Owens thought that his crying was fake. And it's a travesty, it's a mockery, and it's just one more thing that shows us that the justice system is not for us and does not work with us, and that whites are the most weaponized thing in this country. White tears are more weaponized than thermonuclear warheads in this country. And it just showed me that it's what I thought. And so it's frustrating, and I'm just tired of watching it. I'm tired of dealing with it, quite frankly. And there are a lot of things that are coming from this that we kind of laugh through things. As Black people, we like to try and laugh through and make fun of things, but it's to the point to where it's not funny anymore.
Yeah. So that's actually where I was ready to go, because y'all know me. I'm an asshole. I'll make light of any situation. I'll try to like flip it. I'll turn tragedy into a comedy in an instant. And I'm very social media savvy too. So I've seen all the memes. People share memes with me of him crying, and I don't find it funny at all. Not at all. Like, you all don't see like how the weaponizing of his tears actually work, because they also pan to the to people in the courtroom, and there was other ladies who were crying. And as soon as I saw it, I'm like, oh fuck, it's gonna happen. Now it's, like we always knew it was gonna happen, but that was assured that it was gonna happen. At this point, like Rick says, a farce now. It's just a dog and pony show. I swear the prosecutors are also probably in on it too, because they're just messing up left and right, just fumbling the bag. And I've seen people keep sharing these memes like, oh, salty tears. Like, no, y'all, those aren't like the tears of someone who's like crying because he like is sad or feels like he's going to go to jail. Or no, these aren't the white tears that we make fun of. These are the white tears that hurt us. And matter of fact, I'm about to say something that I thought I would never ever say, especially about the internet and memes. Y'all niggas play too much. Like, for real. Like, I'm saying this. Like, y'all are going way too far with these jokes that aren't funny. And watch, all y'all that make these jokes, he gets off scot-free, and y'all gonna be like all upset, wondering like, trying to like, it's gonna be another riot. All it's gonna do is empower more people to shoot protesters and shoot whoever, because now they pretty much got a license to shoot because they're white with a gun and they got the First Amendment. So I mean,
claim self-defense.
Like stand your ground law apparently means like wherever ground they're standing on, because it's their land now.
And that is one of the more troubling. That's one of the things that's annoyed me in this here recent trend. As meme culture has grown, and as we have all these people who will consider themselves content creators or influencers. Like, I get it, man. You know what I mean? You need to laugh to keep from crying. I think it's time that we stop trying to laugh through everything and we start to cry. You know what I mean? Because there are things that happen when you cry, right? You get angry and you also get focused. You know what I mean? Everybody remembers when you were a kid, if you started crying, like shit, like it would that tunnel vision would kick in. You know what I mean? And in order for us to get to where we want to get to as a people, and to sow the ground that we want to try and forge through, I think for us to start crying, and I mean that wholeheartedly, and I mean that very genuinely. Enough of the laughing. Laughing infers that you're cheap, that you're that you're rising above it. No, it's time for us to start cutting through it. We don't need to rise above anything. We need to cut through this nonsense, and we need to start holding those responsible accountable. You know what I mean? There should the defense, the prosecution should have been asked judge the minute he said that these people can only be referred to as rioters, looters, and whatever other adjective you want to use to describe these people, and not victims. Yeah, and not the fact that they are victims. They are absolutely victims. I'm sorry. Hitting someone with a skateboard is not the equivalent of shooting someone with an assault rifle, a military-styled assault rifle. So it's incredibly, incredibly frustrating and troubling to constantly witness this stuff and then just sit here and I have to talk about it on Sundays to try to get through it. But the pain doesn't go away from there. The anguish and the emotional stress doesn't go away from there. It's constantly there with me. So I think it's time for us to stop memeing and start doing something about it.
I agree.
I totally agree. I mean, it's getting frustrating. And I mean, the fact that the fucking judge is a joke in itself, because like you just said, as far as like he don't know how to use a cell phone, he's up there talking about, well, yeah, the lunch break, they serving sandwich. Who gives a fuck about the damn lunch break? He's sitting there trying to determine if this motherfucker is guilty or not. And you sitting there treating this shit like it's a fucking gentleman's club or whatever the fuck you trying to do with it, man.
It's a good old boys club. That's
what it is. There you go.
It's fucking frustrating. I don't know any other way to talk about it other than that. And yeah.
It's I've said my piece on it before. I'm not going to get overly emotional about it like I usually do, because I do embrace the fact that I cry about stuff when I get upset about things. It is what it is. I agree with my cousin. I'm not about to laugh through this. I'm not. But to switch gears back a little bit, we did mention Matt and Eddie Guerrero, but I did want to say a spotlight for AEW last weekend. Changing the subject completely, I'm sorry. But Chris Jericho actually did a good homage. He actually hit a 5-star frog splash to win his match against the I forgot who they were. Who they fighting? Crap, I forgot. But anyway, he did an homage to Eddie Guerrero. Yes. Did an homage to Eddie Guerrero then. So did anybody see AEW 4 Gear this past weekend?
I wasn't able to catch it. Just
parts of it. Sure. I'm gonna do a quick, like I said, I mentioned this before and we were talking about the media. I'm gonna do a quick shout out to Leo Rush real quick, because one, Maryland born, like I said, that's one of our hometown peoples. But two, one thing I noticed is like when he got cut, like in 2020, he was part of that big budget cut from 2020, and he was like 25 at the time, maybe 24, 25, young kid. And he was almost considering retiring. Like he felt like, like everybody who wrestles has this one goal. They're going to reach the WWE. And when he got there, it wasn't what he thought it was. And then they literally like discard him like he was nothing. And that kind of like, that damaged his
confidence.
His confidence, his he didn't feel wanted. He's like, man, maybe I should just, maybe I should look for other pastures where I can actually, go. And here comes Tony Khan, hyping him up, getting him into his ear, telling him like, yo, man, we actually want you over here. We want you. We love you over here. And just to see him in action the other day, and it's just like, wow, like he has not missed a step. And just to think, like 24, 25, whatever he's 25, 26, whatever he is, like almost like the machine that WWE was almost crushed that out of him. So that's just crazy. So shout out to him for, realizing that he still has a love and passion for this thing and going for it.
I'll say this about him. I honestly haven't watched him besides his time when he was the manager for Bobby Lashley. And I knew he could go because I've seen little bits of him. But I took Rick's recommendation. I watched last week's Dynamite, and I watched it in its entirety. And I saw the match between him and
Dante Martin.
Dante Martin versus Matt Sydal and Lee Moriarty.
Yeah, and I haven't watched wrestling in close to a year. Like consistently sat through an entire show, AEW or WWE otherwise. And that match alone has like lit a fire. It's like, what have I been missing? And I attribute that mainly to Leo Rush. So yeah, he's awesome. Like what did you say? It was like watching a Mortal Kombat match? I was like, yo.
Yeah, this is like it was like a real live video game. They were moving like my created wrestlers do.
Yeah. So saying all that to say, basically, if you get a chance, go check out AEW. It may give you what you've been missing if you're a wrestling fan who was a little jaded like I've been in the past. I'm officially going to start watching. I'm officially going to start dedicating part of my Monday nights to
Go ahead, Rick. Go ahead, Rick. You try to say something?
Yeah, I was just gonna say. I mean, honestly, like just the character work in AEW alone is worth coming back to. Like CM Punk and Eddie Kingston had a match last night. It was the shortest match on the card. It was only 11 minutes, and everything. And it was just two guys that hate each other. They have a history in the business, and they hate each other, and they just let everything just show out. It was like a barroom brawl, and it was also a setup for CM Punk turning heel, with, of course, once him coming back and the love affair and the luster, all of that wears off. And because it's wrestling fans, that only takes about a month to a couple weeks to a month. So it's starting to wear off. And so now it's like they start sowing the seeds of him becoming a heel again. And it was set up in that match. You know what I mean? Like the interplay between the wrestlers and the crowd in AEW is amazing. It's not pumped in crowd noise. Like, oh, we don't like Roman Reigns, but it's just all of a sudden all these people randomly cheering over top of it. Like, or John, or the we want John Cena to turn heel, but no, he sells too much merchandise. There's none of that in AEW.
And are you saying boo or boo earns?
Exactly. You don't get any of that in AEW. The only thing close to that in AEW right now is Cody Rhodes saying that he's never going to turn heel, but the crowd just mercilessly booing him, which is hilarious.
So he thinks he's John Cena of AEW.
He thinks he's
pretty much.
I mean,
he's trying to be that. He's trying to be that, but it's not. It's not taken at all. AEW is incredibly refreshing to watch. I didn't watch Full Gear firsthand, but I watched the recap of it this morning before the show. I sound like this, and I hate to, but every AEW pay-per-view is just amazing. It takes me back to my childhood. I wish it could take away some of these bills, but it takes me back to my childhood. So, I mean, it's just refreshing to watch actual wrestling and not sports entertainment. Vincent Kennedy McMahon, you son of a bitch.
Yeah. So
speaking of childhood, go ahead, Cam.
I was going to say, like, they definitely, AEW definitely, pay-per-view definitely gave us something that we won't forget. Speaking of forgetting, let's go ahead and roll, if we remember. I think I got some footage for Character of the Week. Do I, EO? Off-camera guy? Oh, we do? Okay, yeah, go ahead and roll it. I don't remember doing it. Apparently I did, so.
Yeah.
All right, cool.
Character of the Week. Perception is reality. That pretty much sums up today's Character of the Week. Forget Me Not. Now, Forget Me Not, his powers are actually kind of strange. What it is that he, as long as you're in his direct line of sight, what? What are you talking about? No, it's called no. Forgive me not. Yo, I'm well aware of how many character weeks I've done. It's of the week. Like you tripping. Anyway, what was I saying? Oh, character of the week. Today's character week. I've done this already. Forget me not. His powers is pretty much as long as you're in his line of sight, you remember him. You see him, he exists. But the moment peripheral's gone and you look to the left or right and he's out of line of sight, you forget about him. Who was talking about again? Anyway, that's his mutant power. He's an X-Man. He is an X-Man whether or not the other X-Men know about him. He's been part of X-Men. He's been part of X-Force. He's helped them with the Brood. He's helped them with Sentinel fights. He's been a big part of the Xavier Institute of Higher Learning, and he's gone unnoticed. In fact, the world's most powerful psychic has to put mental blocks in his head. Once every hour, he gets a reminder that there's a mutant on the team whose power and ability means that he doesn't exist if you don't remember him. Can you imagine the world's most powerful telepath still has to remember who you are because he has to actually use his powers to do that? Because comics. Imagine living your life where no one knows who you are. While some people would thrive in that anonymity, he doesn't, because if you think about it, he has no connection and no value or anyone to talk to, because the moment he's done talking to you or the moment you're done talking to him and you turn, he's gone. Any effort or sacrifice that he's done, gone. All the work and value that he's done, gone. Is it really gone though? Because the work he does, the impact is still there. I don't know. Wolverine goes, takes a hot shower, and he realizes all the hot water's gone. He blames Nightcrawler, but it's really Forget-Me-Not. Stuff like that. What is existence? He's, like I said, he's Schrodinger's cat come to life. The whole quantum entanglement. And no, quantum entanglement is not a quantum leap with Jada Pinkett Smith. I mean, he's pretty much the definition of what is reality. Like I said, if perception is reality, but no one perceives you, are you really real? Is your room really your room if you are not occupying it? That's pretty much Forget-Me-Not. Does he exist while not existing in existence, in reality? Why do y'all keep saying we've done this before? We have not done this before. I will go through my archives and prove. Matter of fact, hey, help me out. Go look at some of my previous character week and see if we've done this already. We have. Anyway, back to you guys. Like, share, subscribe.
All the things that you forget. Of all the fucking things.
All the things.
Yo,
you came from this man's nutsack and you forgot.
Happy birthday, guys. It's November 14th. Happy birthday. Is it Pastor or Minister? Minister Richard Davis. Happy birthday.
Is it Pastor or Minister?
I'm just
I'm gonna address a comment real quick because I guess we're back now. I don't know where we're back from because we're starting the show again. He's saying we did that before. I don't know what you're talking about, dude.
No, we definitely been here before.
No, we haven't. What are y'all talking about?
I don't know what you're talking about.
Jamaica said that.
Yeah,
we have no recollection.
Yeah, I don't know what y'all talking
about. No, I don't know what you're talking about, man.
You guys are full of shit. We've never done that before.
I have no idea what y'all are talking about.
But speaking of forgetting things, how? How do you do that?
I mean, hey, let's not go into details of that one.
Oh, well, yeah.
Happy birthday, Pop.
All right, so time to get into stuff that I love. All right, Marvel news. Yeah, Eternals came out 2 weeks ago. Did everybody see it?
Yes.
Damn right. You damn right.
If you haven't, log off now, because we're gonna fuck it up for you.
We gave you 2 weeks to watch that motherfucker.
I would
about
like
to spoil that bitch.
Go ahead.
Okay, so Eternals came out 2 weeks ago. I was going to say it lightly, but we are going to talk about the movie. You've had an ample enough time to go over it. But yeah, go watch it. But it's, in all honesty, meh. That's my feelings on it. It wasn't really anything that's earth-shattering as far as an introduction to the MCU. It's not anything that's going to change things drastically, in my opinion, but let me finish. However, that's what I thought initially a week ago. Then I found time.
A week ago!
I hate you all.
Tweak out.
I hate you all so much. Then I revisited Eternals. And you know something? It leaves me with one statement and one statement only.
That's a lot of bitters.
Thanos was right. So, in saying so, I'm saying that because if you know the lore, Thanos is an Eternal from the planet Titan. The Eternals are protectors of the globe, basically to keep the celestial inside embryo safe until it comes to fruition. When a planet reaches a population of 7 billion people of intelligent life, that celestial absorbs that life and comes out of the planet, destroying everything there, killing everybody there. So Thanos, in fact, prevented the celestial arrival with the snap, killing out half the population of the planet or the universe.
Okay, in this situation.
Say again?
So genocide is okay in this situation.
Yeah, I mean, ultimately, just saying.
I'm just thinking about the fact that Earth was pregnant for 7,000 years. That's a long motherfucking time to be pregnant. Nobody wants to be pregnant.
But it wasn't showing.
Hey, real quick. Since you said Thanos did nothing wrong, here's the thing. Has anybody thought about this angle? Is Thanos the good guy and Eros the bad guy? Because Thanos is trying to depopulate the world, and Eros is single-handedly trying to triple every population, because horniness.
So another notable that happened is that we had the reveal of Eros at the end. Eros is also Thanos' brother, and he is. You just got to look up Eros because his history is not good for today's day and age at all.
We are not glazing over
they got
this.
the perfect
kind of apropos that we got a certain lawyer that's coming out later. Go ahead, Cam.
We're not glazing over his comment. No, because if you read the comics, this nigga is a sexual predator. So we're not fucking.
So what I was going to say is that as I watched like again over 10 years of Marvel lore and post credit scenes, I am watching Eros show up in the final credit scene, post credit scene, and I'm like, oh my god. So I'm not trying to shame my girlfriend who doesn't watch a lot of Marvel or doesn't know a lot about comics. She's probably just wondering why I'm excited about watching Harry Styles on the screen. so as it was actually interesting watching something with someone who doesn't actually know a lot of the Marvel lore. So just to see her just enjoy a movie or watch a movie, my takeaway from it was like I didn't get a meh feeling from the movie. I was like, okay, I see that Eternals, because originally I was meh watching the previews. I feel like I was still right about it, but there was some parts that kind of like laid foundations for like a newer like phase 12 now. Like everyone's going to go back and watch Eternals to see when this scene happened, there's something like here, and then we're going to watch like Submariner be like, oh, remember Eternals when this? Yeah. So I feel like Eternals is going to be a good reference guide to a lot of stuff that people are going to use that for in other future Marvel films, which is like, all right, that's how you make some groundwork. That's how you set up a new precedent. That's how you set, like after Tony Stark died, that's how you make the new Marvel series for someone to watch something to be excited about. I feel it's a good starting point for a lot of people.
I have to say this. Originally, when I went to go and see this movie, I called Trey early in the day. I was like, look, man, I don't know much about this shit. So thanks for not picking up the fucking phone or going and doing whatever you did, because I got to thank my cousin Rita for helping me out getting through this.
You're welcome.
Yeah, because
I love you.
Talking for about 20, 30 minutes like, yo, what the fuck just happened in this shit? And I mean, just like, never mind the whole...
Because we watched it around the same time.
Yeah.
And so...
the second
it was wild.
The second fucking end credits, goddamn. You hear a voice, and we all instantly knew what it was. Well, at least in the movie theater that me and Miles went to, I was the only person who knew what the fuck it was, because I was like, holy fucking shit, it's fucking Blade. And then I had like, everybody's like, who? I was like, you motherfuckers don't know who Blade is? It's just like, damn.
Yo. To piggyback on that, it was me and 4 white dudes in the theater that knew what was going on. It was me and 4 white dudes. And I was like, oh my God, oh my God, oh my God. And like when I saw the blade, I was like, is that the real Ebony Blade? Hear me out. I don't think
I'm just glad it wasn't a lightsaber. That's all I was. I'm glad it wasn't.
I kind of want the lightsaber though. I kind of want the lightsaber. But there was, the thought of, is this the real Ebony Blade? Are we bringing MI-13? Are they showing up? Like I had so many different thoughts. And I was like, yo, is Morbius going to bite Blade? I went completely down the nerd rabbit hole. Like I went all the way down and I had to pull myself out of that shit because I was like, this is too much. And a lot of people know and a lot of people don't know like that. So I was just like, I gotta chill. I have to chill. But that was how I experienced the movie. Like, and for the people, Trey, who felt like it was like not that exciting, or it was kind of like removed from like the Marvel characters, like it was supposed to be removed because they were instructed to not interfere. So why would it tie in to the other movies? Because they were told not to. So of course it's not going to tie in with the other movies, Trey. But I'm going to keep
Let me respond to her. I didn't say because it doesn't tie into. I said to me it was meh. It wasn't because of that. It's just it was a lackluster movie, in my opinion. I'm entitled to my opinion. Yes, it had little Easter eggs. They talked about Captain Rogers and stuff like that.
Mine. That's my opinion.
Didn't say you weren't. But I'm saying that my reasoning for it being met wasn't that. It was a movie. It didn't have to be anything. It was I'll never go watch it again. But I changed my perspective because I rethought about it, and I thought about the ways that it does tie in, and going deeper into the comics. Proud of you. So.
We can be friends again. I'm proud of you.
Cool.
Love you.
Welcome back.
So quick interjection. I want to say one more thing, and then we gotta get Rick because me and Rick are kind of one. I felt like the movie should be called Emotionals, not Eternals, because they kept crying over it. And they were crying so much at scenes that like when stuff actually happened that needed that emotional impact, I was like, oh, but they cried like when I'm supposed to care about this person who I only knew like 10 minutes, so there was a lot of that going on. I do feel like I said, it was the Easter eggs was fine. One of the things that I always kept making fun of a lot of other Marvel films was there's always a Marvel formula to these films, and it was like, oh, everyone loves these. I'm like, I mean, it's not a bad movie, it's not terrible, but it's like they follow the same formulaic thing. This is the first movie I've seen in a long time from Marvel since Phase 1 where they didn't follow a Marvel archetype or flow to it. I'm like, oh, good. And that's what for some reason that's the thing that a lot of people hated. I was like, what? No, we finally saw a movie, not just a part of a season 4 of Marvel's Endgame. So that's why I was like, good for it. All right, Rick, here we go.
So who I felt bad for watching this movie is Kumail Nanjiani, because Kumail Nanjiani changed his whole body. He changed his whole look, right? And essentially, he changed all of that for a Bollywood dance scene. Because that's the only time he got to show off his whole new physique. Meanwhile, Brian Tyree Henry is just like, yo, this is who I am. Love me, please me. And he had more action scenes than Kango. Like, nobody thought about that shit. That was pretty funny. I enjoyed the movie. Again, that Eros angle at the end, like I literally was sitting in the theater like this for 20 minutes afterwards because I was like, all right, so Thanos really is the good guy, which means he really was the protagonist of Infinity War and Endgame. And then there's Eros, who's just out here like, well, my job is to get intelligent life going, so let me have sex with as many sentient life forms as I possibly can to get this intelligent life thing going on. Because we got to get these Eternals popping out of these planets. So, I mean, but like Cam was saying, it doesn't follow the Marvel formula. Like, I saw Black Widow in theaters, I saw Shang-Chi in theaters, and I left out of those going, oh, all right, Black Widow should have been 10 years ago, and Shang-Chi was a movie. So, and then like going to see Eternals, it was very, very refreshing. And excuse me, I had to belch. That second post-credit scene where he opens up the box and it, like, first off, right before the end of the movie, where he's talking to Cersei, but then she gets pulled in. Yo, did anybody else think about how the Celestial? I forgot his name, but I know it's the judge. But Ursham the judge. He showed up like her dad, and she was out after the street lights came on. He snatched her ass up. Like, get your ass. I told you not to be talking to that boy. Get your ass in the house.
Yo, that's so accurate.
So and like she had to look like she got caught and she knew she in trouble. She's like, I'm not a judge. I'm not a judge of Fate of the Planet based on your memories. Ah, fuck.
So true.
So that was an epic way to start it. But then you see Arrow show up with drunk Centaur Satyr baby Pip, and that was a whole cool interplay. But just hearing the voice of Mahershala Ali, and you knew it was like, yo, that's Blade. And I know that they're going to do some type of mixture of Midnight Suns and MI13, and it's going to include Morbius. It's going to include Moon Knight. Rita said it first. I thought it first. Thank you. But anyway, I said it.
So, do you think? So now we've saw at the end of Venom, Carnage, Let There Be Carnage, whatever. We saw Venom being carried over into the MCU. Morbius is, of course, a Sony production. Do you think that they're going to do the same thing? You think there's going to be a big cosmic blip and they're just merging the Sony verse into MCU? Or do you think that, like Morbius, there's a picture of Horizon Labs, which is a notable Easter egg for the MCU that Spider-Man works at eventually. Like, do you think they're all rolling that into the same space, or do you think that they're going to find some other way to do it?
As I pointed out in the last week's Character Week when I did Morbius, like, there's also Oscorp. They showed Oscorp buildings, and Oscorp hasn't shown up in MCU.
You know what, Cam? I was gonna say that. I hate you for that.
No. Oh, wait. I got another thing to spoil. I'm waiting to start near the end of Eternals. I got something for everybody about this one. So go ahead.
Well, and then if you're also in the world of speculation like I am, one of the most speculated. First off, Spider-Man: No Way Home is one of the it's the least secretive movie ever made in the history of movies. Yeah. And one of the more speculated things that's coming out, and especially since that first, it's not a trailer, it's a stinger. Is that pumpkin bomb that showed up. Yep. And it is being said that Willem Dafoe is coming back as Norman Osborn. So, I mean, essentially to me, what it sounds like is they're taking the bits from Sony and they're taking the MCU and they're mixing it all up and they're making everybody a big ass bowl of jambalaya. And not that little shitty half-ass jambalaya that your aunt be making. The good jambalaya that your mama from Louisiana make, they got the big ass crab legs in it, and it's got everything that you want. And it's got the nice little bits of boudin in it, and it's got the little nice rice, and it's thick, and you eat. Oh, I'm hungry. Anyway, move on.
Now I feel like I need this. Thanks a lot.
We're all hungry now.
So one of the memes that's been going around about Eternals is the black dude. And they were like, "Yo, when slavery was going around, where was this nigga at?" Like that was one of the big memes that's going around, right? So one thing that I kind of picked up on, and I'm just speculating myself, is a person of his color and stature and technical know-how. What do y'all think that he could have been possibly a founder of Wakanda in MCU? Advanced technology, vibranium. Vibranium doesn't come from Earth. Vibranium came from the sky. Where did he come from? While in the whole time he was doing like the advancement of knowledge, he tried to help out, different cultures, and they all messed it up. The one culture he kind of helped, you feel like he might have helped out and didn't mess everything up. Wakandans. They kept everything neutral. I feel like he might have
was all in that bubble.
Yeah, and
I see
feel
where
like
you're going.
Yeah, I feel like he kind of made the foundation. I feel like he kind of made a foundation. He might have been the first Black Panther. I don't know. But all I'm saying
So what
no.
So what you're saying is that Fastos one day made a big ass torpedo of vibranium and took the ship out while the rest of the Eternals were sitting there asleep or crying over spilled milk, because that's what they did.
And they always cry.
And he shot the shit down into Wakanda and then sunk into the crowd. They was just like, "What is this giant rock? I think it's something that we can use." And like he did that thing all throughout the crowd.
So in theory, what I think happened is, remember, I think it was it Babylon
So
when they all split up?
Yeah.
So Babylon, they split up, right?
Babylon.
No one really actually knows how far back Wakanda really goes per se. They just know that vibranium, and then they've been good. So my theory is maybe he was trying to get away, and he ended up crashing. And he crashed in what became Wakanda, and then he kind of like, hey, look, everyone else is all mad at me for like trying to like advance humans. Let me go ahead and do it right here.
Trey, go ahead. Say it.
Go ahead.
It's right there on the tip of your tongue.
That's not what I was going to say. One, in the MCU, Eternals can't reproduce. You said, no, got a point. Stop cutting me off. You said maybe he's the first Black Panther. No, because the Black Panther is a lineage of fathers and sons and family members. And in addition to that, if he was in Wakanda, do you think he would have left for fucking Wisconsin? Wherever the hell he was, like, do you think he would go there? No, he would have stayed in Wakanda. No, he didn't go to Wakanda.
He made his peace. He advanced them to where they needed to go, and then he dipped. He tried to spread that out, and then they got Hiroshima.
If the MCU does it, sure, but all likelihood he didn't do it. No,
it wasn't like he went to go to the grocery.
What else was he doing? What else was he doing during slavery?
Apparently, he was in Japan getting stuff ready for.
No, slavery and Japan were in the same time out of American history.
Well, Fastos had the most uncomfortable kiss seen across the globe. Let's not act like that did not
every
happen.
kiss is 80-20. He was 90. It was 98 and 1.5. Like
I was like, oh my God, did y'all get this man a bonus? Because the way it was just like, I'm doing it, but I don't want to do it. It was the most uncomfortable kiss I've ever seen.
All about that paper, boy.
Audible
in my life.
How much money would it take you if you were in a movie to kiss the opposite sex? How much would they have to pay you?
The opposite sex.
I mean, same sex. Sorry, same sex.
Free.
Same sex. I'm sorry. You know what I meant.
Same sex.
I mean, look. Honestly, like I said, as someone who does like the art and the craft of actual producing and filmmaking and stuff like that, if it's part of the scene, it's part of the scene. It's the scene. Like it does not determine who you are. So I have nothing to worry about if I have to kiss a dude on scene. Like, all right, whatever. It's part of the scene. Like I'm not really tripping.
So you can do it for free?
No, I mean there's always
they're gonna pay him, but he doesn't need a bonus for it.
It depends on if it's my skit. If I wrote it, yeah, most likely I'm getting it for free because it's I made it and produced it. But if someone's paying me for it and it's part of it's my job. It's as a professional and an actor, I do my scene.
How much we're talking?
You're setting the price.
That's what she's asking
you. Yeah, just pay me extra. I'm not gonna.
It's 2021, yo.
I'm fine with my sexuality.
And that I'm just saying, there's nothing wrong with that. Like my whole thing is like, it's your craft. You know what I'm saying? So I'm not downplaying it. I'm just saying it was clearly uncomfortable. Mm-hmm. I would kiss a girl for free, but if you want me to show my titties, you need to pay me. I'm sorry. That's just how I feel.
That's fair. Your body, your choice.
Yeah.
Rick Stroh.
Pass.
All right. So also notably,
right now, Trey, you gotta go ahead and Trey. You're not just gonna pull a hurt.
Yeah, Trey, because you need to answer your own.
You gotta give me some stock. You gotta give me some stock options in the DVD sales. Like I need to get if I'm gonna have to keep reliving this
anymore, man.
True
stock
shit.
Options, back end sales, whatever, streaming.
You're old as fuck.
You said
clearly Clearly. Okay. It's not like I said VHS tapes. It's not like I said black.
You might as well have. What came after VHS?
Point of the matter is, give me some stock options and we can talk, homie. Anyway.
You on Blu-ray
that's a good question. When was the last time anybody used a DVD player? That's a good question.
Shit.
Does the Xbox? I mean, does Xbox or PlayStation count?
Hold on. I work in education. Last week.
You don't count because our education, like fucking technology, is always late.
So does anyone else find it weird that the Eternal was like half-ass coming out of? Is the Eternal dead, or is he just a statue now? And then the Earth is just kind of like cracked, like
he's
partially
stone,
cracked
right?
now.
He's dead. Marble. He's marble.
Like, so he's like partially cracked, cracking open the Earth, and he's like, all right, I'm just gonna so forever he's just gonna be a statue. Yes. That's Marvel's version of Haynes Point.
Basically.
Right. Like, are they gonna do like tours of the area? Okay, am I the only person that was disappointed? Am I the only person that was disappointed at how small he was? Because he's supposed to destroy the planet, right?
He's a baby celestial.
I'm sorry, I gotta say.
But he's supposed to destroy the planet, so shouldn't he have been a lot fucking bigger than that? Like, I'm just saying, like, he should have been bigger. In my opinion.
I'm from a physiology standpoint of how the Earth is shaped. The moment you crack it open, it doesn't have to actually be a large thing. All you have to do is just literally just find the fault or the center of it that can actually break it open. Coming from the center of the Earth,
but Earth was given birth.
Yep.
So he should have been bigger. I'm sorry.
All he have is like a partial hand and like 2/3 of his face came out.
I just gotta say this.
So Earth needed a C-section is what you're saying. Got it. Okay. Go ahead.
Later.
So Chuck Clark says Trey gonna say DVD sales and they're gonna laugh maniacally and say
What's you miss me, you sucker? I mean, Trey.
I cannot see the Facebook comments at all. So I don't know what's going on.
I'm just gonna say it out loud. If you have a problem on Facebook, switch over to our YouTube. Check us out, Blerds and Whiskey on YouTube. Like and comment and share there. Drop your comments there where you see those so you don't have any problems. Fuck this place. I'm sorry. I'm pissed off. But most notably, last thing. Last thing on the docket for today, before we run out of time, we also had Disney Plus Day, where we had a lot of different animated shorts that released and things that were going down. Like we got Zootopia 2 or something like that. We got Baymax 2, a lot of little kitty stuff. But we don't care about we only care about the Marvel Cinematic Universe. So, ladies and gentlemen, if you will, let's go down a list of what we got. So this week we got She-Hulk, we got Moon Knight, we got Miss Marvel, we got Marvel Zombies, Ironheart, X-Men 1997, I Am Groot, Agatha Harkness, Spider-Man Freshman Year, and Secret Invasion, to name the list. So let's go around the horn. Let's tell everybody exactly what you thought about this year's Disney Plus Day.
Look.
Ironheart is my absolute fave. So I'm looking forward to that the most. I think everybody on our cast knows how much of an Ironheart fan I am. So I'm looking forward to that. Second, I'm looking forward to Agatha's show. It's gonna fucking blow my mind because Mephisto. And I'm also looking forward to Secret Invasion because I want to know what scrolls are infiltrating shit. So I'm looking forward to those. And I'm going to shut up and let somebody else go now because comics. Go ahead.
I'm probably in trouble for this one. I'm going to go ahead and bring back a Herb's word. Jizz job was the first thing I thought of. Yeah, I said it. Yeah, I did. Because the lineup.
Take our sponsor off the screen. What the hell?
What? What is?
I'm just trying to quietly plug. Hey, maybe we should talk about our sponsor. And you say that. Go. Just.
What in the?
Clip of the week.
Oh my God, yo.
You don't catch
I was
me for
being
that.
so nice nice with my lead in, and you follow it up with Jizz Job. Like, what? Dude, don't
You know
do
what?
that
No,
to
you know
me.
what? Herb. You know what? No, we're gonna skip Herb. I'm looking forward to Moon Knight. I am definitely looking forward to Moon Knight, and I'm so tired of people saying shit like, "Oh, he's Marvel's answer to Batman." No, he is not. No, he is not. And when you watch the show, you'll realize that you are so wrong. You have no idea how wrong you are. Another thing I'm looking forward to, She-Hulk, because reasons.
Snooze.
Like, you know, secret, but it's cool. Spider-Man, what was it? Spider-Man freshman years. Yeah, like MTV did that years ago in between Spider-Man 1 and 2. When Sam Raimi's version. I like that was back in the day. If y'all don't remember, when Spider-Man, after the first movie, there was like a small MTV show for about one season that was really freaking good, and it was cel shading and everything, and it's focused on Spider-Man post high school now into college, first year in college, continuation of what happened from the first movie. But then it was
computer
MTV
generated one.
Yeah, it was a cel shaded joint.
Yeah.
It was the one that was in it. I feel like it was very underrated because a lot of people don't really talk about it. But when you look back at it, you're like, yo, they were really touching on some stuff here. They started doing some world building, and they came out with part 2. They kind of like shit the bed. They're like, oh, well, everything built from part 1, and then what they did in part 2 has nothing to do with what we did. So I guess we're going to end the show now. All right, well, peace. And then they just left the show unfinished with a cliffhanger of what was it? Not One More Day, what Spider-Man No More type thing, because one of his friends ended up in a coma. They mixed a lot of stuff. It was pretty good. So I've already seen Spider-Man freshman year. I don't think they can top the MTV show. X-Men 97, we have no idea what that is. We're just excited that it's X-Men.
No, it's supposed to be taking place right after the actual end of the 97 joint.
So what was 97?
When we watched the original from 93 to 97, when they had 4 or 5 seasons of X-Men.
5 seasons.
It's supposed to take place right after that last episode.
Okay, so I'm gonna be the nerd here again. The very final episode, which one I talk about, because it was Beyond Good and Evil, which was the whole time thought process psychic one, and then there was that one where Xavier had caught ill and he was being sent out into space. With the Shi'ar. Lalandra. She can save me.
Bro, I'm shadow banned on Facebook again because I said facts. Like, I didn't do anything, Zuckerberg.
Please switch over to our YouTube, please. At this point,
I'm literally trying to like comments, and it's like the content you're trying to like is unavailable.
I'm not even
said facts, bro.
Oh wait, that's happened to me too, and I'm like, I didn't even say
happened to all of us.
anything.
Last week I said it's about to get heavy, and they banned me. It's about to get heavy.
You know one thing they haven't banned yet on YouTube, or I'm sorry, on Facebook yet, is our links for our webpage. When you go to blerdsandwhiskey.com and you go to our partner page, and you can look up Blerds 13, and you can get like your FNX Fit and your beard struggle. Those are our sponsors. Check it out. That's it. You want your beard? You want your muscle?
Both of those.
Yeah.
You want your body and your beard, right?
So
the double B connection. You need both of them. So just log on to the website. Yeah. There you go.
Get that phrase. Get up that phrase, Bliss. So last thing. All right, because we got to get out of here at some point. She-Hulk. Oh, I'm sorry. My bad. Go ahead.
I didn't get to say anything about.
Come on, Herb.
So again, like everybody else, I enjoyed the preview for She-Hulk. I got really excited for the preview for Moon Knight. Miss Marvel, Kamala Khan is a little bit OC in my opinion, but OP in my opinion, but that's neither here nor there. I'm actually really intrigued by the man. Listen, I'm really intrigued by this photo for Secret Invasion of Nick Fury without the eye patch and looking really grizzled. Like, things may not be going so great on the sword base, which is the last place we saw him in Spider-Man Far From Home in the end credit scene. So I'm very, very intrigued by this whole Secret Invasion thing and what's going to happen there. It looks like it could be a very, very promising series, and we could get Super Scrolls at some point. You know what I mean? Because we don't know who's a Scroll, so we're going to find out. I'm very, very intrigued by that. And then again, like Cam said about Moon Knight, man, this is who Batman really is supposed to be without that whole "oh, I don't kill" thing. Yeah, sure you don't. Sure you don't. You entitled son of a bitch. We know you do. I'm really looking forward to Moon Knight. And also, fuck Batman.
Here's to that.
All right. So last thing, you hating bastards. Last thing.
Don't care. That is a nice statue of Moon Knight.
No, so Trey's mutant powers, he can manifest random nerd statues and shit from nowhere. That's awesome. I didn't know you could do that. Give me a 6-foot Silver Surfer so I can put it on. See, you did it again.
He hates us so much.
So that's his mutant power. He can see rush toys.
Y'all gonna let me get this last goddamn segment out, motherfuckers. Damn it. Last thing, She-Hulk. We had the appearance of Eros at the end of Eternals. So one of her most notable cases was the case of Eros versus basically the state of New York and most superheroines. Do you think there's a possibility we could see that case play out on the She-Hulk show?
Absolutely not.
only maybe after
not.
Maybe
children
after
are watching.
Yeah,
No.
Arrow's got to get a couple of more episodes in before that happens, because Jessica Jones gonna pop out. Like, nah.
What if down the line there's a scene where Gamora and Eros are in the same scene, and Gamora seems very, very uncomfortable and off-put because Uncle Eros is in the room.
Look, I had already gotten in trouble. For saying it earlier. So
I haven't said anything. I haven't said
Nobody got in trouble.
You alluded to it. You alluded to it.
I didn't allude.
It wasn't for you. No, she's talking to me about what I said in our group chat off the show. I did not say. What I'm trying to do is prevent from people saying certain words to get us taken off of YouTube. That's all I'm saying.
The angrier Trey gets, the cooler the superhero stature he can manifest. That's the No, I'm about to piss you off for real, because I really want this 6-foot tall Captain America.
He gonna pull out red. He gonna see Rush Red Hulk out there. All right, I got you.
No, up to it, down to it.
Let's go. Shout out to Angelina Jolie for reminding me that I have a crush on her. Thanks.
Yo, Angelina Jolie did not need to be in this movie though. Like they could have got any random. They could have got any random actress to play her. They really did not need a big name actress to play her.
She really wanted to be Wonder Woman.
She wasn't really like featured in the movie like that. Like I feel like with Angelina Jolie, if y'all were trying to use her for her name to draw people in, you should have made her Cersei. But I feel like Cersei was still a right casting choice. Don't get me wrong. But I'm just saying, like, we could have got any unknown fucking actress to play a thing.
I do feel that Angelina Jolie's role was perfect because she was in the midst of a lot of interracial kids.
Oh shit!
Yo,
close the show. Close the show.
Yes. I'm gonna save my joke.
Up to it, down to it. Fuck those who don't do it. We do it because we used to it. Drink motherfucking drink. I know you normally do this, but this shit needs to end now.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, and that Technicolor rainbow in between, it's your boy Trey Proper.
It's your boy Big Herb.
And thank you for watching Blerds and Whiskey.
Be sure to like, share, subscribe on all social media platforms.
And check us out on blerdsandwhiskey.com.
Be sure to get that merch.
And come take this shot.